Hello, this is my second video here at High Bradfield. Please go and watch the first video of my tour around this pretty little Peak District village. But I've just finished here at the Old Horns pub with the best view of any pub in the country, I'll make that claim. And there's the Old Horns Inn. As I said on my first video, it's Sunday the 7th of July 2024. It's a lovely, clear but quite breezy day. There's forecast sunshine and showers. And the temperature is in the kind of high teens Celsius, mid 60s Fahrenheit. What I'm going to do now in this second video, as we say goodbye to High Bradfield, is have a walk down Woodfall Lane. And if I remember right, there is a public footpath just down here that takes you off this road. And there's the beautiful St. Nicholas Church. At High Bradfield there. So you can probably hear that strong breeze I'm imagining at the moment. I can feel it, but I can't. Well, I can hear it as well a little bit. But it's all rotting, I'm afraid. But hopefully that will be replaced at some point in the future. But obviously somebody enjoyed that view there. Beautiful. Just chilling out in the beer garden there. Absolutely lovely. So, blackberries are flowering well. It was 6 weeks and we're cropping those. Let's get across the road. Ah, there we go. Public footpath. So, let's clamber up over here and go for a little adventure. I don't know where this leads. Oh. Right, well, I would imagine it leads up to the church, but I would also imagine that there is a footpath on the left, and that's a little bit... Yeah, so I can see a little gate over there, so a better way might have been to come back down through there, but yeah, it's... So even though this footpath isn't kind of marked out, you get a vague idea of where the footpath is because people have walked on it. And if it leads to a gate, you're pretty certain that you're on solid ground in following the footpath. And this looks very rough pasture land anyway, so it's not like I'm damaging crops or disturbing farm animals. Oh, and there looks like a big bull in that field there, but that is fenced off, so I ain't going to be going in there. So I would imagine this is the footpath from the church up there, and that is such a lovely view. This wall probably hasn't been touched for 200 or 300 years, so you can see how it's become very dishevelled. Yeah. Look at that, how that's just hollowed out. So you've got a marker there saying country walk up that way. So again, it's just a case of looking out for those markers. Does he look angry? Look. No, he's quite chilled. He's quite chilled. So let's carry on down here, down this path. Now, if my map reading skills are correct from when I did my research, I mean, I know this area anyway, even though I maybe not use these footpaths as much as some other people. In fact, I've never actually walked down here before. I've got a car, so I'm usually driving around and then parking it up and then enjoying the delights that this part of the world offers. But I believe this footpath will bring me out pretty much at Agden Reservoir, just before you go into Low Bradfield. So we'll just take a little look back now. It's certainly got that midsummer feel now, where you've got your foxgloves flowering, Most of the leaves on the trees have gone to that kind of midsummer green rather than the new. So this is a new shoot here that's just grown this summer. So you got a little bit of green on the end, a little bit of that kind of lighter green, fresh green growth at the end. But the older leaves are turned to that more mid-green, midsummer green. Wow, look at that for a scene. Beautiful. The clouds, the sky just makes it. If that sky was just a clear blue, it would be lovely, but it wouldn't have the interest that just having a bit of a different skyscape adds to a scene. And the fact that skyscape is, especially while it's a bit windy, a bit breezy, is changing every few seconds really, or at least every few minutes. And again, certainly if you're out walking, it's actually a blessing when the sun just pops behind the cloud for 5 or 10 minutes, if that sun gets too hot. I don't know if I should be on the top footpath or the bottom one. I don't suppose it matters. So I've got the camera on wide angle at the moment just to give the most expansive view that you can get. The problem with that is that the hills in the distance look further away and smaller than what they actually are. This is quite steep now. Luckily it's not too muddy because we did have a bit of rain this morning. In fact, around dinner time, around midday. Yeah, could go that way, which I'm not going to do, but I want to see if we've got any kind of a view once you come out of there. And yes, you have. Again, low Bradfield, just down there. But we're going this way instead. And now I've dropped down a few hundred. High Bradfield is around about 900 feet above sea level. So quite high up, hence the wind that you heard. But now I've come down 200 or 300 feet. And I'm in the shelter of this lovely wooded glade. Very quiet and peaceful. It's so still. There's just a gentle rustling of a few leaves. I wouldn't want to be walking through that. With that, I've got some Wellingtons on. Yeah. So, public footpath, you see. Can't go wrong. That's a bit stiff. If they're not being used for some time, they do get a bit a little bit stiff. Yeah, well, that is actually has been warped a little bit. I can't quite get that back in, but it's shut anyway, so that should be okay. Yeah, you need to adjust that because that won't easily fit into there. So that's going to have to stay there. And I'm here. And I nearly got nickel then. It's a heavy iron gate, that. Oh, these steps are very uneven. Oh, yes. So, Agden Reservoir over there, but we've come to walk down to Low Bradfield. In fact, I'm going to carry on down here. I know where this comes out. Look at the moss on that wall. It's lovely, so soft. Lovely. So all the summer herbaceous plants at the moment are growing and are quite high. So you have to watch out for nettles. Mainly nettles and giant hogweed, but you don't really get giant hogweed out here. So it's mainly nettles that'll give you a bit of a sting. Oh, and it's noticeably a lot warmer down here. And the sun, again, the temperature's going to be mid to high 20s Celsius. That's somewhere in the 80s Fahrenheit in the direct sun. Look at these blackberries. So, one of the best places to come blackberry picking is in Bradfield in mid to late August, maybe early September, depending on how early or how late the season is. And as you can see, there is going to be an absolute bumper crop this year. And as long as we have enough rain to plump them up in kind of August time, not that we want a lot more rain than what we've already had, we will be talking about harvesting some really big juicy, and yes, got myself nettled there, big juicy crop of blackberries to make a delicious apple and blackberry crumble or pie. Just can't beat it. Apple and blackberry crumble, just to die for. And again, another series of steps which at some time would have been access, but now we've got this path as we go down to the stream that comes from Agden Reservoir. And so I think it's Agden Beck that goes into Agden Reservoir. So that will be a continuation of Agden Beck. And these are quite steep, these steps. Look at that. Oh, not sure you can get the right perspective as to how steep these steps are, but there we go. As we come to this quaint little wooden bridge over the beck, through the trees there. Midges are out. Luckily they're not a major problem. This far south, Scotland yes, but not really down here in England. So it's quite low at the moment because Agden, which is just up there, the reservoir up there, is not overflowing. So the water kind of just sits here for most of the summer and becomes like a pond really. So you get all sorts of pond life, such as midges using it. Here's a come out of here and down these little steps. And then along here. And then we come to this other bridge just behind the tennis courts and Bradfield Village Hall there. So the last video was around 20 minutes long, 20 something minutes long, and this walk down from High Bradfield to Low Bradfield has been about 20 minutes long. And I've yet to decide which way I'm going to go. Am I going to go left or am I going to go right? Well, tune in for the third video, my tour around Low Bradfield, because I'm going to finish here now. So thank you for coming with me on this walk today, both around High Bradfield in the first video and now from High Bradfield down to Low Bradfield. I hope you've enjoyed it. So please like, share and subscribe, and please comment if you think if there's places that you want me to go maybe, or to see. As I've said in one of my other videos, I'm staying quite local at the moment because I work full time and I have other various commitments, so time is really quite at a premium, as well as finances. So I'm keeping things relatively close to home. I just live at the other end of the Loxley Valley, down in Hillsborough, Malin Bridge area. And Bradfield is at the other end, 3 miles away, at the other end of the Loxley Valley. So this is very much my second home. I love coming here. So yeah, so I'm probably waffling on now, but yeah. Thanks again for coming with me on this walk, and I'll say bye for now. Bye for now.